Hello everyone, welcome to my relaxing coding vlog. In this episode, I am going to share the side project that I've been working on for quite some time. Today, I decided to start my day early by heading to a coffee shop to work on my side project before going to the office. While I was there, I came across a quote that really resonated with me. It said, "I'm old school. I still like flowers and coffee dates." Something to keep in mind. Anyway, I've had this website, Dev, for quite some time now. The tech stack I'm using includes Nest.js, Sanity, Octokit, and Jeskas. It's been really helpful for getting started with minimal blogging. With this setup, I had to learn how to use the Sanity library, along with concepts like group queries, a query language developed by Sanity to query JSON documents. I wouldn't say the learning curve was steep, but there was definitely something to learn. Here is how the flow works. I use Sanity to post blog articles, and when I save the portable text, it sends to an endpoint handled by Nest.js. In that route handler, I convert the portable text to Markdown and use octokit to push it to a specific GitHub repo. This is where everything comes together. First of all, when someone visits the website, they can see the blog post. If they click on it and notices a typo or want to suggest a change to the blog post, there is a link at the end of the article that will take them directly to the Markdown file I pushed to GitHub using octokit. From there on, they can modify the post and send me a PR, which I can review before deciding whether I want to merge it into my blog. Secondly, I am leveraging Jeskas to provide comments and likes on my website. Jeskas is also linked to the same repo where the octokit pushes the code. It uses the post title and GitHub discussions to power the comment system for my blog. With this setup, I started thinking about simplifying the flow by removing a few parts to make it more efficient. I realized that although I'm nowhere near using up all the free quotas on my Sanity account, which gives me 300 GB of storage, there might be a better approach. Instead of posting to Sanity, converting the post to Markdown, and then pushing it to GitHub, I could create a library that allows me to post directly to GitHub using MDX with front matter. This will let me embed metadata directly in my Markdown files, eliminating the need to worry about exhausting Sanity's generous and gorgeous free 100 GB offer. You know what they say, to become a good developer, just keep building stuff, even if it's silly. When I checked my Notion board, I realized I had already created an MDX editor with a library of the same name. However, something wasn't quite right. My task for the day was clear. With the limited time I had at the coffee shop, I needed to get the code blocks working in the editor so that I could add code snippets or code blocks to my blog post. Upon reviewing the MDX editor docs, it became clear that I needed to get two plugins to work. The first one is the Code Mirror plugin, and the second one is the Sunpack plugin. I did a little bit of research on the Sunpack plugin and discovered that it works similarly to CodePen or CodeSandbox. However, this plugin allows you to embed these tools directly into your blog posts. So think about embedding CodeSandbox or a CodePen directly into your blog post. Essentially, with the Sunpack plugin, I could write code in the code blocks, and it also allowed me to run it directly in the browser. Well, this was quite impressive, but it felt that it is doing more than I needed, so I decided to explore other options. Next, I looked into the Code Mirror plugin and found that it's ideal for adding code blocks to blog posts. The Code Mirror editor enables editing of fenced code blocks with essential features like syntax highlighting, indentation, and bracket matching. This was exactly what I was looking for. At first, I added both the Code Mirror and Sunpack plugins because I wasn't so sure which one I should use. To figure it out, I had to add some console logs to my code to see which plugin was actually running, and it turned out it was the Code Mirror plugin. At that point, I decided to skip drinking my coffee at a cafe and take it and go to the office. The weather looked cloudy and dark. It was about to rain. With my trusty takeaway coffee by my side, I removed all the console logs and the unused plugins from the code. It was working fine, so I guess the cleanup worked well. I decided to head to the office then. As soon as I arrived, the rain started pouring heavily. If I had stayed at a cafe to finish my coffee, I would have ended up working there all day. I'm glad I left early. Once I was back inside the office, I took my first sip of the cold coffee. Yeah, well, I drink cold coffee on rainy days, even when the weather is a bit chilly. Please don't try that at home unless you are me. Well, the coffee was so sweet. Boy, oh boy, I love my sweet Ghanaian coffee. Before starting work, I moved the tasks I had completed to the done column on my Notion taskboard and set a new task as active. In the next episode, I'm looking forward to working on getting the insert admonition feature to work. Honestly, I have no idea what that fancy name means or how it works, but I'm guessing it will be something cool. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and comment. If you want to see more about how beautiful my Ghana is, or if you want to follow my journey in building this library, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. See you and happy coding.